Greetings, Star Trek Fleet Commanders. I am the Angry Rhino. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. You can see here I am in the Section 31 faction store. I'm going to talk about the new additions from these solo waves. You should be able to tell the difference because there's a little light blue solo in here to denote solo credits. See, here's the ciphers, the start tokens. It's a 2 or 3 day cooldown, I can't remember. Here's a converter to get some of the OG credits and then the mirror credits. Trying to say this is what, 4 times? They're 4 times as valuable? I guess. I feel like I get, as far as the number goes, twice as many, so I don't know. It's fine. It's okay. Terrible conversion rate. Maybe. The mirror credits, I don't know. But to be perfectly honest, I don't think we really should be doing any of these convertings. I don't. I feel like there's a lot of good stuff with these new solo credits, and I don't really like it because it's another thing of credits and another stupid ass thing to do, but just not sure converting is the way to go right now. Potentially, once you max some of these things out, and that'll take a while, you could think about it. Start with the good stuff. Here we have quantum communicators. You can get 30 quantum communicators for 350 of the new, what are they actually calling this? The access keys. That's not that good. That's kind of a shitty converting, shitty cost. Also, I'm hesitant to, if I want to do this, because yes, I want the command center upgraded, but at the same time, we get a daily drip, and once you max out the building, does that daily drip get converted into something else, or are you still getting quantum communicators that you can't use at all? So it's tough to say. I don't know. It's nice that it's in there, just not sure how valuable it is. As with some of the next few things. Emblem Q assessment. I'm going to say no. I feel like I've done fine upgrading my Court of Q. Did I get more because of the Ferengi Whip? Maybe I did. I don't even remember what that dumb thing gets me anymore because it felt like it was useless really quick. Once I unlocked those extra forbidden texts, I felt like it was useless. Just kind of disappointing. But, hey, if you're struggling with it, here you can get some more. Armada Tactical Cores. Not rare tactical cores. Not epic tactical cores to go beyond level 50, because that's still where the building stops. Tactical cores. Is anybody actually having trouble getting tactical cores? It's not something I've ever heard of, but you can get some if you want. I feel like tactical cores are a whole lot easier to get than these access keys, so why would you convert that? I mean, I'd like for it to go the other way, right? But that's not what it is. Because I have how many? Yeah, I will gladly, I'll give you 10,000 tactical cores for 200 access keys. Why can't I do that? I have so many tactical cores that I have no use for. Rare Xindi Directus for 700 access keys. Wow, that's kind of a lot. You like doing Rare Xindi Armadas. There you go. Here we got what? We got 6 Chaos Techs. I almost forgot what they call. This one here, increase warp distance and warp speed. Meh, but if you want extra 30 warp range, it's 80 shards to unlock this thing. You get 4 a chest. So that means what? 20 chests? So 20 times 170 is what? That's not bad. 3,400 if my math is correct. That's not terrible. To fully unlock that, it's 3,400 access keys, which I already have, which I can get with just one wave. Or I can. I know not everybody can. That's not a terrible price. That's really not. You have Unimatrix shielding against players. Round start. If your ship has any state, reduce isolated cascade of your opponent. Other ability, increase your isolated defense. So it's kind of the same thing, but not really. While your ship has any active state, increase your base weapon damage by 900%, which isn't that much. You get 3 for 140. The rares are 100 shards, so that would mean 100 divided by 3 is 33 and a third. So whatever 140 times 33 and a third is, which isn't terrible. Of course, you could also just pull 3 chests, and then you would need to do it 11 times. So that would be 4,200 plus 420 is 4,600 something, which isn't terrible. I mean, it's almost. I mean, it's one way for me. Maybe for you, it's 2, which isn't bad. It's fairly good for something that is relatively new. Here you have the 2 epics, the execution post. I'm not going to go over what they actually are. And the trilithium, they are 140, also 140 a chest, but you need 200, so you need to pull this 100 times, or you need 100 chests. Which, if my math is correct, that's 14,000. Which is a little worse, but at the same time, the epics are kind of a lot better. So, it's potentially worth it. I don't know if these things are on a cooldown or not, and I'm not going to pull them, but as far as the price goes, I don't think it's terrible. It's not great, but it's not bad, especially because you get 2 a chest. It's not like some of the other ones, or what's the one for the mirror dickheads? This Agony Booth, you only get 1 per chest, and it's 500. I mean, it costs more for mirror credits. Yet mirror credits are supposed to be less valuable than access keys. And you get 2 of those. So that's pretty good, I think. We got a few artifacts here. Friendship Probe, the rares are 120. So that's ship material cost efficiency for G5. And then the Amelia Earhart plane is for G6. Also 120. It's not terrible. It's not. I mean, you need... How many shards do you need? I mean, if you got the Eye of Era, it's a little less. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a lot, but... Not even, it maxes out at 250%, which isn't that good. But, I mean, it's... For something that's as new as it is to have fairly reasonable sourcing this quick, I think it's a good thing. NRX Datapad, increase your Apex barrier. You can get 2 for 190. I mean, it's not terrible. Yeah, I mean, it's a little pricey, especially because it looks like it's kind of hard for us. But, I mean, it's not bad. He got the Lurpa, the Yeah, old school weapon, old school Star Trek weapon. I'm not a huge Trekkie, so I probably should know what that is, but I really don't. I know I've seen it in several of the episodes, but increase your temporal wreckage from Krenim invading entities. Oh boy, yay! So, very exciting, isn't it? Yeah, very exciting, but whatever. Scotty's Trident Scanner, increase your base cost efficiency on ship parts. Yeah, ship parts, very frustrating. $350? Ugh, wow, that's expensive. Why is Anorex's datapad so much cheaper? Okay. I don't really like that, but whatever. And you get 2 of Anorex's datapad for that price. What? That is... I'm not sure I really like the change there, but that's... whatever. Of course they were going to do things we didn't like. Don't trust anybody. Device here. Increase your isolated defense per round when any state is applied to target. Pretty useful. Don't trust anybody. Plaque. Increase damage when in combat against armadas or invading entities. Alright, cool. Yeah. Sure, some of that stuff is very useful. Now we get down here to the officers. One rare costs $250, which I feel like is a good price. Feels like I can get 4,000-ish of the access keys with one start, but I get, what, 8,000? Section 31 credits with one start of an OG wave, yet the new rares are $250, but the old rares are $1,100 something. Okay. It's weird. It's weird that the new officers are cheap. Seems cheaper to me. They just seem cheaper. They're the new officer, yeah, they're 4 times cheaper. But I feel like I only get 2 times less, so isn't that better for me? Yeah, for the new officers. For the old ones, no. However, I mean, it's all your, what do we call these? Retaliation squads. Hey, if you like them, there you go. Not sure I like them too much. I like several of the below deck abilities. And maybe that's why I feel like they're a little cheaper. Because they're not that good. But meanwhile, the OG strike teams are still expensive. Cool. Well, I mean, but again, very quick for some officers. It's a fairly decent unlock mechanic. Now we get into the favors. They're pretty pricey. They're very pricey. I'm not sure if what you get from them is really worth it. You have an increase. It appears to be an extra role in the ship part refineries for all grades and for all ship types. Interceptor, Explorer, Battleship, Survey. Excuse me. It sounds very useful. I just don't like the price. Now it is only one level, so this is a one-time cost. One-time cost that can have how much benefit to you? Could potentially be a lot. Could be. This is them trying to address problems with ship parts. Further trying to address problems with ship parts here is a converter, much like the... Well, I haven't unlocked it, so I don't really know, but in theory, it sounds a lot like the material converter. And you have one for interceptors, explorers, battleships, and survey ships. One-time purchase. I mean, it sounds nice. Again, some of the problems we have with the material converter is some of the penalties and the limit, because there are cooldowns on the pulls. Some of them are 2 days. That's kind of a lot, but it's converter if you want it. Here's another one that's a one-time thing. A few of these, a lot of them are one-time purchases, which is somewhat odd here. Increased basic cost efficiency of Section 31 credits. That's the OG credits in the Section 31 faction store. It's a 10% cost efficiency. Alright, so at least they made the things cheaper, but instead of, the rare officers being 1,100, they're now 1,000. Okay. Increased cost efficiency of Section 31 mirror credits in the faction store. Another 10%. Okay. If that sounds good to you, get it. How much do these cost? $28,000. It's a lot. It is a lot. It would take me, a whole week. Which I guess isn't terrible to see, to save up for this. You got Terran Legacy, another one-time purchase. Increase the reputation gain from your Terran Arena claim. Effectively doubles it. Okay, can be good for a lot of players. Can be, sure. And we get to the Apex Shreds, which have 5 levels. You can see level 1 costs about $1,400. Level 4 will cost $5,600. Don't exactly know the numbers in between. Level 2 costs somewhere between $2,000 and $3,000, and level 3 costs somewhere between $3,000 and $4,000, I think. Something like that. And this is for increased Apex Shred against Explorers, Interceptors. Not against. Increase Apex Shred for Interceptors, Explorers, Battleships. So if you notice what I got going on here, I did the one for the Interceptors and I did the one for the Battleships, and I did not do the one for the Explorers because I'm not really using Explorer right now. So what am I going to buy it for right now? At a later point, sure. But right now, it's going to help me gain more access keys. Well, that's what I want right now. In the future, when I build up better ability, more Apex Shred, killing better targets, or maybe killing the targets more efficiently, I will have more access keys to spare because I will have more income. Sure. So I would recommend getting the Apex Shreds. Apex Shreds. Get them first. Figure out which ships you want it for. Definitely get it for your best ship. Whatever your best ship is that kills the most hostiles, because if you are bringing 3 ships in, I guarantee you at least one of them, it's getting its ass kicked at some point. The second one's probably holding its own for most of the time, but eventually it probably dies. But most people have that one ship that is better than the rest of the ships in its fleet. Most likely. Target that one first. Which is why I did focus on the Interceptor one first. But then I realized, if I'm using a Borg Cube and a D'Deridex, I might as well get the Battleship one too, because that affects 2 ships. I am able to finish Wave 4 now. Can't really do much in Wave 5, but getting there. Figure out the cruise. So, yeah, overall, I think it's a nice store. There's a lot of nice additions. It's pricey. But I think one thing I really like, for the most part, it's not a closed loop. The problem with some of these researches or these faction claims or refinery claims, they're just within the loot. But I mean, you see how much of these favors and artifacts and chaos techs affect all points of the game. That's a good thing. You can affect a wide range of things in this game. And there's only, what, three favors that are closed loop. That's a good thing. Yeah, maybe we don't like the price. Maybe we don't like that it's another currency. Maybe we don't like it. Oh, it's another wave we got it too. But at least it affects almost everything in the game. You can improve every aspect in the game almost. That's a good thing. Again, go for Apex Shred first. Comment below. What do you think of the the new Section 31 faction store? What is your favorite thing that got added? And do you agree that you should go with the Apex Shred first because that will get you more credits faster? Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I am the Angry Rhino. Shields up, Commanders.